get started, but please continue to eat. I'm Kathleen Lawson, the Executive Director at Economics Arkansas. I was so thrilled when 18 months ago I was asked to lead this organization, and it's been an honor to serve ever since. I like to imagine running an organization a bit like running a relay race. More of a marathon than a sprint, but a goal nonetheless of one day crossing the finish line. Think for just a moment about a relay. The baton must be passed from one runner to another, or in my analogy, from one leader to another. New runners bring new energy and get the baton closer to the finish line. Our organization had an incredibly strong start 57 years ago when Dr. Arch Ford appointed Bessie B. Moore as our organization's first director. She ran the first leg of our long battle to integrate economic education into every pre-K-12 classroom. Bessie believed in the train the trainer multiplier effect. If we can train teachers, think of how many students we can reach. We've continued to press forward in our efforts. I sincerely believe that the strength of our organization is due to those that blazed the path before me, so I'm going to take just a moment to acknowledge two of our former executive directors that are here in the room today. We have Sue Owens and Sonia Murphy in the back. Thank y'all for being here. Together, they served for 22 years, so thanks for your endurance in that part of the race. We all know there is more to a race than who is carrying the baton. There are so many people in this room who motivate, inspire us. So for any board members, center directors, master economics teachers, or former and current staff members, would you all please stand and be recognized? All across the room. Thank you. I do want to take a moment to recognize Mr. Jim Wooten, who we will formally acknowledge later in the program, for his 40 years of service on the board, which is incredible. So thank you for your service. Similar to the relay race that we run at Economics Arkansas, so to speak, our honoree today was passed the baton in 1986, making him just the third chairman, president, and CEO since 1933. Warren Stevens has elevated Stevens, Inc. to a well-recognized, much-respected international financial services firm and truly exemplifies the characteristics of a leader for free enterprise. We are pleased to honor you today for your distinguished work. Thank you. Though he's been a longtime supporter of Economics Arkansas, we really saw our relationship grow last year. The Stevens family has been so generous to support programs like the stock market game. But last year, Stevens, Inc. provided the support required for us to implement a pre-K-12 free enterprise education track. This program starts with our earliest learners with our itty-bitty economics program, which I just love, and it goes through high school. One of our new programs is called Inspire, which is a 6-hour teacher professional development that uses the videos from the This Is Capitalism series to introduce middle and high school students to the fundamentals of the free enterprise system and talk about entrepreneurship. Thanks to the support of Stevens for this program, we've trained 792 teachers since last June, over 41 workshops. So that's about 38,000 students have been exposed to the free enterprise system because of this program alone. So thank you so much for that support. Yeah, I think that's a clap. So in a sense, there's a finish line every year. It's really each May when a new set of graduates walks across the stage that we can ask ourselves, have we done our part to ensure that these students are equipped to handle what's next? Through our teacher trainings, curriculum, and programs, have these students developed the skills to make sound decisions? Do they have an improved understanding of our free market and domestic economy, as well as the global economy? Are these students motivated to invest in their human capital? Do students exhibit financially responsible behavior in regards to budgeting, saving, and investing? For many graduates, we would like to say yes, but there is still more work to be done. Events like this help us to do this work more often and in a more concentrated fashion. So I want to extend our gratitude to all of the sponsors in the room who've helped us. By supporting this event, you're helping us train more teachers on how to integrate real-life economics into the classroom. My heartfelt gratitude goes to Curtis Jeffries, there you are, and to Randy Zook, who's up there, Rob Bell, and any of our sponsors who helped, who purchased tables or who helped to secure sponsors for this event. You all helped us surpass our goal of $100,000 for this event today, so thank you so much. Now on to some fun stuff. I want you to hear from two of our educators and students who are quite passionate about economic literacy. These are our customers, so you all are helping to support the work that we're doing with them. First, you'll hear from Cassie Harris, a non-traditional educator who has become a champion for our Inspire sessions and also a trainer for us. Cassie teaches business education at Lakeside High School in Hot Springs. After Cassie, you'll have the pleasure to hear from some of our end users, our students. Lisa Byram, who's one of our Master Economics teachers, will be joined on stage by three of her students from Baker Elementary, Pranjal Arukar, Nehemiah Love, and Lindley Shirley. They've got a special treat for y'all. So we're so excited for you all to hear from them, and I'm going to invite Cassie to the stage now.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Kathleen. Like she mentioned, my name is Cassie Harris, and I'm with Lakeside High School in Hot Springs. I want to give you a little background of how I got involved with Economics Arkansas. It's been pretty interesting since I'm not a traditional teacher. This is not my background. My background is actually in human resources management, where I spent 9 years in the public and private sector. And for community involvement, I decided to volunteer at local high schools or local schools in the community and just go in and speak to the students. And initially I went in to talk with them about resume writing, interviewing, soft skills, just branding, different things like that. And I decided at that moment, by volunteering with that, that teaching was actually fun, and I thought that I would really enjoy doing that. So I took some steps, did some research, and obtained my non-traditional teaching license. And I had the opportunity to teach my very first year here in Little Rock with the Little Rock School District. And my first year of teaching, I taught 7th grade. And I'm telling you, standing in a room full of 12 to 13-year-old kids is absolutely terrifying. Absolutely more terrifying than standing in front of you guys. But I'm here today to tell you the tale. So after that, getting to know my kids and working with them, I knew that this is what I love to do, and I made the right decision. So I'm originally from the Hot Springs area, so I had the opportunity to come back and teach Lakeside High School. And when they gave me the position, they told me that I would be teaching economics and personal finance. And the last time I took those courses were in college, and frankly, I was terrified. And the first image that popped in my head was Ben Stein from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, if you've seen that movie. I did not want to be that teacher. I wanted to make sure that the kids were having fun. So my friend, she told me about Economics Arkansas, and she told me about this Real Econ conference, and she said it's a great conference, you really need to attend. And so I was like, hey, I need to prepare for this year, so why not? And I'm telling you that that conference was a game changer, and that was the most amazing experience for me. In those 2 days, I got so much information. I gained so many new relationships, meeting other educators across the state, and just the resources that Economics Arkansas was able to provide is absolutely fantastic. So taking that information away from the conference, it gave me more confidence and made me feel more prepared. And I felt at that point I'd be way cooler than Ben Stein at that moment. So I was ready for the year. So the first year teaching econ, Again, I took my resources from Economics Arkansas. I was introduced to the stock market game. Thought it'd be a fun way to engage my students and teach them about investing. So last year, I introduced over 200 students to the stock market game. I had one team that even placed in the top of the region and got to attend the awards luncheon last spring. This year, I have introduced an additional 200 plus students to the stock market game, and I have students who have came back from last year. They enjoyed it so much they wanted to play the year-long game. So I currently have a set of students who are participating just for fun. So in addition to teaching economics and personal finance, last year that was what I taught primarily. I was, again, given the task to teach new courses. Said, hey, Cassie, you'll be teaching entrepreneurship and management this year. It's like, yay, that sounds like a lot of fun. So, again, I was faced with that dilemma, having to prepare, but I knew exactly where I was going to go to get my resources. And again, Economics Arkansas did not disappoint. I went to the Real Econ Conference again, met some more fantastic people, gathered a lot more awesome resources, and I want to say thank you to Marsha Masters. Hi, Marsha, if you could wave to everyone. She introduced me to some additional resources, the Inspire lessons, which go with Mr. Stevens' creation of This is Capitalism videos. And after I attended that training, I knew that I wanted to try those in my class. They seemed very engaging, very informative, very fun, and I knew my students would love them. So This is Capitalism and the Inspire lessons they're fantastic resources, and they highlight successful entrepreneurs, both past and present. And my students have had the opportunity to learn about these individuals and understand the trials and the hardships some of them have experienced, how individuals are capable of overcoming failure to make something great, and how entrepreneurs contribute to the health of our economy. And I received positive feedback from my students. They really enjoyed these lessons. They were engaged. And this also helped them think outside the box and create some innovative ideas. And I feel like these lessons have also helped them shape their ideas and give them the confidence to take their dreams and ideas and turn them into reality. And I've had students currently, they've come to me and they've expressed interest in starting their own businesses one day, and you can see the confidence that they have by doing that. So in conclusion, I just want to thank Mr. Stevens for investing in our students with the creation of This is Capitalism. And I want to give a huge thank you to Marsha Masters and Economics of Arkansas for providing exceptional support to not only me, but educators across the state of Arkansas. So thank you.